Hi, this is the emini S&P, the chart you're looking at right now. And we're using the day trade the market software. And it's late in the trading session. There's about 45 minutes left to go in the trading session on Monday, October the 13th. So I'm just going to grab the arrow here. So DTTM software, day trade the market software. So you can see here in this, this is what we call a high velocity move. This magenta bar is our strongest of all of the selling bars that we have in our software. The various different colored paint bars that our software produces, 3 levels of aggression in both buying and selling. So 6 different colored paint bars, as well as these what we call high velocity moves. You can also see these triangles and so forth, dots above and below bars. Those are deceleration bars and divergence bars. So I put an order in here to try and get short at 88 even. It's just below where the market had sold off in an aggressive manner, came up, tested the high, and then backed off again. So I'm trying to get short here, and I was going to try and get short on a bit of a bounce to that likely resistance area, or I'm just going to try and get short if a buying paint bar occurs and then its lows gets taken out, I will also get short at that time. So 84.50 is our known support going into today. The low that we've made today is down at 84 even, which is right here. So I am expecting that level to get tested. We have taken out this decel bar. So I think the best thing here is I'm going to go ahead and sell for right there. Want to get in this trade. As a matter of fact, I'll put one tick lower. Try and get filled on. Whoops! Try and get filled on that. There we go. And all I've done is lowered the entry here 1 tick below the low of this buying decel bar, and then it just had its low taken out. So I'm good with that right now. 84 is the low for the day, and I'm going to go ahead and put another order in should that low, should this selling decel bar have its low taken out. So I'm going to put a sell stop in there for another 4 contracts, and that's at 84.75. So I've still got the short in there at 88. Should we get a bit of a bounce, be able to get short there as well. Other than that, I could see this market in the final half hour of trading or so really give it up and potentially have a very powerful sell-off. So I think there is that potential today. Who knows what's going to happen, of course, but I think there's potential for that. And if the market does break below today's low, I think it could have a very strong run. Our next level actually is down at 1844. Okay, we just got filled on the other 4. So we're now short 8. We're still trying to get short up there at 88. Might not get up that high. Oftentimes late in the day like this, you can get a very, very strong selling spike, and that's what I'm hoping will happen. I think that there's a real good possibility for that. So we'll just keep monitoring this as we're moving along, and you can see we are starting to get a bit of a move lower, which is good to see. We are short 8 contracts from 85.25, so I'm going to buy at 82.25. I'm going to buy back half of my position. Whoa, just got filled immediately. Okay, so I made 3 points on that. I'm going to exit or just cancel that, and now I'm going to put a buy stop in right at my entry price there. So put on a buy stop here. Okay, so we've got our protective buy stop in there, and we are getting a bit of this follow through, which we're hoping for. So we've exited half the position with 3 points. So I often like to do that, even if I think the market could have a potential waterfall. I always like to at least take out some half decent profit there on the trade, because you never know if buyers are going to step in and rally this thing on a reaction, even though I really don't think it's going to happen, but just to be on the safe side. So out of half of the position, so we bought back 4 contracts at 3 points each, so that's a nice 12-point profit on that. If you're not familiar with emini S&P, that's $50 a point. So we've locked in a $600 profit so far in this trade, and hopefully we can really, this thing can really sell off, and we can do well with it. The next level down really is in the 1844. Now I don't think it's going to get all there in the next 40 minutes of trading or so, but that's the next major target. So I'm going to go ahead and put this recording on pause, and I'll pick it up when needed. Okay, we are getting our nice sell-off here, and I want to go ahead and I'm going to lower this. Probably going to get a very powerful bar here, already down to 1876. And looks like it wants to really keep moving here. So this is what we were thinking could very well happen. I'm just going to keep wait just a minute here before I maneuver this stop again. But the market hit down. It got to 83, or sorry, 73.50. I'm going to wait just a little bit here on my next adjustment of this stop. We're at 82.25, so we've locked in another 3 points for sure. Okay, we got a decel bar, as you can see on this most recent bar right here. Heavy selling with the magenta here. Decel, heavy magenta, very aggressive selling, and another decel. So we should get a bit of a bounce here. I've got my stop in it, so I'm giving it quite a bit of room to move. So we'll just see what we get out of here. Oh, it's really moving around, isn't it? By the way, here's our email if you've got any questions or want to contact us for any reason. So I don't want to get this recording to be too long, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and I'll pick it up here shortly. Okay, just bringing you up to date on this trade. You can see that the market did have a bounce up to here. Now it's come back down again. Our stop was at 82.25. This bounce came up to 81. So I'm going to just lower that stop just a little bit. I'm going to lower it down to 81.50. There we go. Obviously, I'd like to see this market make a new low here. It's that bounce that it had. It was good to see that there was some aggressive selling in there, because you want to see some level of selling that then is exhausted. And with this low being taken out right here, that was a good sign. But we did get some more buying just in this previous bar, and a bit of a pause there. So likely get a bit of a bounce. But I think if we can take out this low right here at 75, we're going to be good to go, and could have another really nice down move. So you can see the market here. We do have another what we call high velocity move, and you can see that that started up here. I guess the high of it is actually right about our entry price at 85.25. Came all the way down here to 77.75. So what's that? 78 to 85. That's 7.5 points. So now, off of if you were to take about half of that, let's say 3.5 points or so, and add it to 77, you get in around the 81 area. So the bounce that we had here was, roughly half of this sell-off from there down to there. We had a bounce about halfway. Now, obviously, we'd like to see this market at that time turn around, come back down, and give these lows a really good test, if not take them out. Obviously, it hasn't done that, not at least yet. And I think we've got a good stop in place here. We've locked in almost 4 points on that. So we'll just leave that the way it is right now. And just want to bring you up to date, so I'll pause the video and we'll pick it up shortly. Okay, just picked up the recording again. Well, you can see we've come down. We just made a new low for the day. That was after making this little bounce here. So the market made it up to, what was it there, 79.50. So I'm going to lower this down to 80. So that's our buy stop now, short from 85.25. So I'll see if we can get more down here. We'll just keep monitoring this trade. I'll pause the video here and I'll pick it up when needed. Okay, just bringing you up to date on this trade. We have had another move down, as I said a moment ago, with new lows, but this time our software has formed another high velocity move. So that's important because likely the low of this could very well act as resistance, and that's around 73.50. We've got our stop in here at 88, and now that we have a high velocity move that started right here, I'm going to go ahead and lower the stop to 2 ticks above that. That's at 77.50. So bring that down to 78. So we're locking in what, 7.25 points. So which is about half of what the move has been roughly. Well, it's gone down into 69.70. So yeah, maybe a little less than that, but approximately. So we'll see if this can hold. Who knows? We don't have any good buying in this market yet. No aggressive buying to speak of, other than these reaction bounces, I would call them. We could get another reaction bounce like that right now, perhaps once again into roughly this area here, which would be roughly halfway of the this high velocity move, which would take the market roughly into the 1875 area. So I actually would like to see that. I'd like to see a sort of a reaction, aggressive buying, and then for that bar's low to get taken out in the same way that these two, what I would call reaction aggressive buying bars, had their lows taken out and then continued lower. This one was an inside bar to the previous bar, but it did have some aggressive selling in it, although it was light because of the light green bar. But once it had its low taken out, it had that other leg down. So I'm looking right now for a potential test in around the 75 area, maybe it'll get that, maybe it won't. But I think we got our stop in a good spot. So just want to bring you up to date, and I'll pause the video. Okay, just started the video again here. You can see that it's continued down. We've got a nice aggressive selling here. Bit of a reaction at the moment, but I am going to adjust the stop once again. You can see this magenta aggressive selling bar right here. The high of that is 71.50. So I'll bring this stop down to 72. There we are right there. So you can see, we're short from 85.25, and our protective buy stop on half the position now is at 72. So I think we're set up pretty good. Things are looking good. Nice to see this sell-off. We were, as I said when I first started the video, we were first in the trade, that I think, this trade is, it's got a potential to get down to the 44. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to get there today, but, it is moving nicely, and we're able to utilize the software not only to, I think, get a good sense of when and where to get in, but also on the trade management side, which of course is so crucial to garner trading profits, i.e. the management of each trade. So anyway, the video keeps moving along here, and I don't want to try and keep it relatively short, so I'll pause it now and pick it up when needed. I just want to make a comment here that we've got these other selling aggressive bars, these two magentas right here. I could adjust the stop to just above them, which would make sense. It's fairly tight, and I do want to keep the stop fairly tight. Don't want to let it get away. But the fact that we've already locked in some 13 points, and this would lock in another probably 1.5 to 2 points. That's good and everything, but I think it's okay to kind of give it a little bit extra room at this time, because the way the market sold off here, that's kind of a wave of selling, and then we're kind of inside it here. So I'm above the high of the most recent wave of selling. In other words, I think this has got a little bit more importance to it, because this selling is inside this wave of selling. So if my buy stop is just above the most recent significant wave of selling, I think that's probably the best place to be. So That's why the stop is at 72. I think I just want to leave it there, even though we've got these other magentas. So I just wanted to mention that. Anyway, I'll pause it now and pick it up when needed. Sorry, the other thing I did meant to mention here is that a lot of times you will get aggressive one way or the other and more volume right at the close of the cash market, which is what happened right here. So, we've only got like 12 minutes left in the trading session. So I will go ahead and exit this trade. If we haven't been stopped out, I will exit this trade in approximately 10 minutes at the most. So I'll put it on pause and pick it up when needed. Okay, I just exited the position here. Got up there at 70. So we're short from 85. So it's a nice 15-point move on the second half of the position for 4 contracts. So on 4 contracts we made 3 points, and the other 4 contracts we made about 15 points. So trade really worked out great. We have these structures in the day trade the markets that really do tend to help us, along with these colored paint bars, which is the aggression in the market. So you can really determine when the market is moving either higher or lower on aggression, and then monitor it for follow through or not, to determine whether or not you're actually getting continuation or exhaustion in the intraday auction. So we do find them to be good tools. If you'd like to learn more about them, just contact us at right down here, info at Day Trade the Markets. So thanks for watching. This is Dave Johnston with Day Trade the Markets. Have a good day, and we'll see you next time.